Sam and Dave Dig a Hole by Mac Barnett, and the pictures are by John Claflin. And this is a Pot en Fuego favorite. And there's a mystery in this story. Here is the apple tree. Sam and Dave are leaving their house with their dog, and their cat with the orange collar is watching. And they have a tulip plant here and a rooster on top of their roof. And they're walking toward the apple tree. Sam and Dave dig a hole. On Monday, Sam and Dave dug a hole. When should we stop digging? Asked Sam. We are on a mission, said Dave. We won't stop digging until we find something spectacular. The hole got so deep that their heads were under the ground, but they still had not found anything spectacular. We need to keep digging, said Dave. Do you see something spectacular under the dirt? The dog sure does smell it. So they kept on digging. And what they don't know is they dug right past something spectacular. And if they keep on digging, they're going to hit something else spectacular. And the cat with the orange collar is watching. They took a break. Dave drank some chocolate milk out of a canteen. Sam ate animal cookies he had wrapped in their grandfather's kerchief. Maybe, said Dave, the problem is that we are digging straight down. Yes, said Sam, that could be a problem. I think we should dig in another direction, said Dave. Yes, said Sam, that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea, because they need to keep digging straight down in order to find that something spectacular. But they can't see under the ground, so they're making their best guess. But look at that dog. Sure knows something's down there. I have a new idea, said Dave. Let's split up. Really, said Sam. Just for a little while, said Dave. It will help our chances. I don't know about that. So Dave went one way and Sam went another. And look at the dog. Dog is right on it. But they did not find anything spectacular. Maybe we should go back to digging straight down, said Dave. In fact, they went directly around something spectacular. Poor guys. Yes, said Sam. That's a good idea. Is it a good idea? I don't think so. Sam and Dave ran out of chocolate milk, but they kept on digging. They shared the last animal cookie, but they kept on digging. And look at this right here. There's something spectacular waiting for the dog. I hope he can smell it. And after a while, Sam sat down. Dave, he said, I'm tired. I cannot dig any more. I'm tired too, said Dave. We should take a rest. But look at the dog. The dog's nose is so good that he can smell the bone under the ground. Sam and Dave fell asleep. But the dog broke through and the bone went falling down. Then Sam and Dave were falling too. Sam and Dave fell down, 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 and the bone fell down, down too, until finally the dog caught it in his mouth. And then they landed in the soft dirt. Well, said Sam. Well, said Dave, that was pretty spectacular. But wait a minute. This is not their their house. That's a cat with a blue collar, and a daisy, and a duck on the roof, and a pear tree. Huh. And they went inside for some chocolate milk and animal cookies. And the dog kept the bone. That is a mystery. Where they started and where they ended are two different places. And that is the end of the story of Sam and Dave Dig a Hole.